Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Let's go out on this medium length, medium difficulty, veteran difficulty, Cove mission. We have Bounty Hunter Vestal, Jester, Antiquarian, and I don't really expect the Jester to do too much bleeding, but if he gets any bleeding done, so be it. It's only a medium level mission, we should be fine. I want the people to get leveled up though. That's really the most important reason to go out on this mission. And maybe we have to do one more mission in the Cove to unlock the boss, but then everyone's gonna be level 4 or 5 for champion level missions. So let's do it. We also need more money, so you know, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger, and hopefully this doesn't kill me. I would also love to remove some of these negative quirks. A lot of these people have baked in negative quirks that are really bad, and if we can find some of those fungal mushroom things, maybe we can actually remove some of these. So we're gonna stack up a lot of things for our inventory. We're gonna take some blood. She's not wasting or craving, for that matter, and we're gonna go. Embark. Okay. That one comedian says, if my name is ever used, let it be on a jester. Well, I already have 2 jesters, I think, but if I had a third, it'll just be comedian.
The flopping fish-like things abhor the warding sigils. Let us claim this place anew.
Let us claim this place. So basically, we just gotta go and use our pineal glands at places. I don't think medicinal herbs works here. Just an FYI, you can actually prevent 100 to 0 bleed deaths by using Flagellant's Reclaim. That is true. That's the good thing about the Flagellant ability, is that they will never bleed or blight to death.
Lie in wait.
You know, it doesn't matter.
Thirsting for blood.
It's actually one reason why I've been enjoying the Flagellant a little bit more lately. So this is the first ward. Just hold on. Pineal gland. It emits an otherworldly luminescence used to light protective wards. Weird. Right, Antiquarian. As soon as I interacted with it, it's like, wait a minute, I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something very wrong. But this is exactly what I wanted out of the
way is lit.
The mission. We can actually remove a negative quirk.
We require only the strength.
May not meditate, doesn't matter. Manic for money doesn't really matter that much. It would be nice to get rid of, but I think we want to get rid of Bloodthirsty Demomania out of the Antiquarian. So let's use Eerie Coral. Get rid of Demomania. Fantastic. $49 blood. Wow, back in my day, we would go on missions and hope to find blood. We don't gotta do that shit anymore. Honestly though, like, I hate grinding, so having that one building constructed that gives me 2 blood every week is just, it's worth it. Everything else I don't care about, but that one, I'll take it. So do we actually wanna like go for a stun? Push these guys forward? We can't really do anything with them. Maybe we just wanna like mark and try to hit this Orca Crusher. Uka? Not Orca. Or maybe we should try to delay, because if we can delay, these guys will come out of the stealth up front, and then we can smack them. And if they're at the front, maybe they can't do Stress Wave.
Well struck.
And I do have 1 bleed amulet on the Jester, so his bleed chance right now on this attack is base 130. So 150, it's a 70%. It's actually pretty good. You can't do anything. What week are we in? I think we're in week like 49, 43, something like that. Probably 49. Ceremonial Cut. So that's the ability that he does when he's at the front. That's pretty good. It's good because it doesn't do anything. It's just, I stab you. What's weird is that Stress Wave is a move back, but Ceremonial Cut is not. He'll stay at the front. So we'll stun you.
The light, the promise of safety.
Yeah, we get it. We can finish him to try to get a KO. Yeah, that's a good one too. Now, the Pelagic Oracle at the back is gonna be hard to hit, unfortunately. Maybe the Bounty Hunter can hit him? No, he only has the mark. I have no idea what we're gonna do about that. Even just like the small blight skill on the Antiquarian would be nice. I guess we have to take out that corpse. We'll worry about that later though. Arterial Pinch. This is why we are buffing our dodge, that's why we brought 4 bandages. Stress Wave. And we have a Jester, so the Jester can deal with the stress that we're getting once we can kill this guy, but we have to do... Actually, technically, he is dead. It's just, it's gonna take a while for that to manifest. So. Go for, you know what, honestly?
Precision and power.
There we go. Bring this guy to the front, we'll KO him with the Jester. Everyone else is getting the dodge buff. Yeah, because we're gonna use the Jester, so honestly, do like a party heal. Everyone's back up to full health. I mean, honestly, this is a pretty easy encounter. The most annoying part of it is just that we're getting stressed out and this stupid Uka Crusher could do a butt ton of damage if we let it. Yeah, the blood, you must have the blood now. Here, have some blood, and you're good. Keep raising the dodge. It's a 27 dodge up. It's pretty freaking nice. Now we are gonna mark him. Lower his protection. The Bounty Hunter will go next turn. Might as well go for damage, I guess. 0% chance of stunning, but the Vestal really can't do that much else from that position. That corpse is dead. We can focus on stress relief while we slowly kill this Uka Crusher. Uka Chaka, Uka Crusher, Uka Crusher. And now he's in range of the Bounty Hunter, so it's kind of working. We might have to delay one more turn, that's okay. Ah, I did get pinched. And he got bled, but that's what the bandage is for. If we land the stun, we'll delay, but you know, killing him is probably the most important thing. He's a size 2 enemy, so he will not count for the anti-stalling mechanics. How come you didn't go first? Actually, you didn't have the speed buff. How long does that speed buff last for? 1 round. Okay, I understand now. Because I was like, that speed buff didn't seem to last very long, because it only lasts for the 1 round. There you go. I forgot to use the bandage.
Their cursed champion falls.
What a fool I am.
This expedition at least promises success.
It's okay, it's still pretty good. But yeah, it was very dumb.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of
otherworldly corruption. We have to find all the protective wards, so we will be doing exploration here. Leave the body. Please don't interact with the giant fish carcass. We were surprised, a few people were moved around, but honestly it's not that bad. The Jester can always dirk stab forward and everyone else is in a good spot. As long as he doesn't get stunned. Shaka! You could force guard? I think I'd rather just have you attack, honestly. These guys don't have a lot of HP. Oh, I was hoping we'd get the KO.
As the fiend falls, a faint
They do leave a little jellyfish corpse. Can we stun? Good chance of stunning. Decent chance of killing. Now there's only the 1 enemy remaining. Yeah, here comes the stress. We can probably stall him though, push him up to the front. He's gonna do ceremonial stab or whatever it is. And we can just stun him. You know, we don't have a lot of kind of backline targeting. Kind of why I brought the Jester along in the first place. It's like, hey, if we have a Jester, maybe we can do some stress heals on the mission. So honestly, just like, no, I don't want you to move back. Oh my lord. Yeah, we don't want the Antiquarian to move back because the Jester can't do the stress heal from the front.
Decimated.
Good crits at the end there for stress relief too. So that's fine. Let's take the ruby, it's early.
Can be felled. They can be beaten.
Need the torches. Kind of want to keep everything, so just dump the 550 gold actually. Hope that maybe we can get some more stacks of gold, or stacks of gems rather. And honestly, this might be a mission where we want to do the whole thing and then backtrack for loot. Kind of depends. So Antiquarian, dodge buff, +9 dodge on everyone. Jester, start smacking. That's a double crit. It should count twice for stress relief, but it doesn't. Can probably finish him on, oh my god, the crits! They never stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. And hopefully they never stop coming unless it's the enemy doing the attack, in which case they never happen. Call of the Deep. It's tough.
The blood quickens.
You know what? Get that dodge buff up. We don't want to get hit by an arterial pinch or his other attack.
Improvement.
And, I mean, honestly, if we can dodge some stress waves, that would be nice. He's not dead? He's not quite dead, but now he is. Even just having the Vestal here do a stun move every turn, I'm fine with that. Alright, you are dead. So, let's actually do some stress heals. I would like to keep this guy alive and stunned turn after turn after turn. I mean, here's the thing, I actually don't mind the Vestal tossing out the stun every turn.
Radiance, may we find victory.
Stuns are really good. I could have given them a different attack because they're going to be in a second position, but I figured that, you know, if the Vestal does get knocked back somehow, or if we run into a tough fight, we're probably just going to want to, like, Dirk Stab forward. Well, maybe not we're going to want to, but we could Dirk Stab forward for the damage, then the Vestal will be in a position to use Judgment. And really, like, Illumination... I mean, I guess Illumination is okay to pull these guys out of stealth, but like, we don't really need to worry about that.
Your death,
I don't know, I just feel like it's not really necessary for this mission to have the Vestal with Judgment. Because she's doing just fine. Right now, Twitch chat is just talking about dogs. Dogs and cats. I don't have any pets. I am lost in the throes of its ecstasy. That's perfect. I don't have any pets, but if I was to get a pet, it would probably be a cat, dog. I was gonna say cat, that's wrong. It's a dog. Still bleeding. I meant to do the punch, actually. I meant to do the other move to try to get a stun, but at least we have the Vestal. It's like a 70% chance. It's actually only 60, but we hit it twice. And everyone's stress is basically 0. Antiquarian has 10 speed? Oh, because of the Crimson Curse. I was gonna say, 10 speed is too much speed. How are you so fast? That would explain it. What's up with your antique guide? Antiquarian? Antiquarian is here to give me more money. With the antiquarian, we get more loot. And more loot means more money, so. Specifically, this is good stall, by the way. Specifically, the antiquarian makes it so that your gold stacks higher, and it makes it so that you get these custom antiques, and the custom antiques are worth more money. Dude, we're doing no damage with that 50% protection.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened.
There's the other antique. Drop the crests, honestly, because we need to stack those things up. And I think this will be a mission where we will probably end up backtracking. I might even do the entire area. You know, dump these pineal glands, then camp, then go through the entire mission again, picking up all the loot that we missed out on, because there's going to be a lot of loot. And if we go through it, we can also get rid of the medicinal herbs, we can get rid of the bandages. I don't mind backtracking just to pick up loot. You know, it takes a little while, but it's not that bad. But yeah, if you're talking about the red stuff, she has the Crimson Curse! Now, admittedly, we are kind of running a little bit lower on food, but that's what this curio's for.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
We actually didn't get any food, but we did get medicinal herbs. And things that can stack. Yeah, sure. It's actually a wash, pretty much. Would have definitely have wanted to picked up more food from that, but unfortunately we didn't. So
Finding the stuff is
there it
only
is.
the first test. Now it must be carried home.
And honestly, if we can go through the mission without camping, I'm okay with that. Because if we do it without camping and we have no stress, then who cares about camping? So it's not that bad if we don't camp, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, see if we can bleed.
Pummeling.
Good. These enemies have super high protection. Could also go for a stun on this big corpse man, but I feel like we should let the Vestal do that.
Annihilated.
And I'm happy we did. Good night, the Wort.
Struck.
See you next
A blazing
stream.
star is born.
Everyone's going to bed. I guess it is kind of late. I do stream into the late night, but I like it. So you have stun resist. You don't. Ah, but you didn't get stunned. But you, I was gonna say, but you are dead now. No, you're not. You're not quite dead yet. A little bit of bleed doesn't matter. I'm gonna not use a bandage, because we don't care about a little bit of bleed. We care about the, Go ahead, brine me. We care about the, arterial pinch. That's 24 bleed. This is, what, 9 bleed? Yeah, who cares? 1 heal is 9 bleed. You're starting to get tired, you might fall asleep while watching. I do that all the time on like YouTube stuff. I'll just fall asleep in bed with my phone. I wake up, I rolled onto my phone, and I'm like, no, don't be broken, please. I think he's dead. Yeah.
Slow death.
So 1 more heal, 1 stress relief, that'd be nice.
Unforgiving.
Where's Torch at? Torch is at 100. It just looks dark because of the area that we're in, I think. It's a very dark game.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Ooh. Ton of emeralds. Skip the money. We gotta skip all the money here, unfortunately. But I'm hoping that there's gonna be a lot of curios that we can, Ward is now lit, fam. Hoping there's gonna be a lot of curios that we can interact with on the way back, and maybe even a little bit more combat. You know, go ahead. Roll the bones, weld scrounger. You know what, it's something positive. I'm okay with it. It's not something that's immediately positive. It's not fantastic, but it's something. Ooh, double thrall. Well, they have to die. They do stress attack on their garbling grab, but they have to die. So much so that I'm even going to use the Antiquarian to attack. Because if they don't die, they explode and absolutely murder you. So, we're going to go for the stun. That unit will get killed by the Jester on the next turn. Dude, I mean, the crits are amazing out of the Bounty Hunter. He's got like a 30% crit chance. I love it. He's saving me on these thralls, these explosive zombie dudes. And honestly, if you're going to, you know what? Has to be done. Has to kill him. Have to kill him. And if this jellyfish is going to stun someone, I'm glad they're stunning the Antiquarian, whose actions almost don't matter. Good, he's dead. And now that the Vestal got pushed back, they have access to their big heal and a judgment.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
6 crests. You know what? It's a money run. Dump them. Now we can hold a stack of money. Okay. Another thrall. His speed is really low though, so it shouldn't be that hard to kill him. You just gotta be very careful about him. Whenever you see him, you gotta go for him. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, I could even Dirk Stab. I'm going to. I don't care about stress, I don't care about the damage from that guy. We gotta kill Exploding Corpse. Right, he's not a zombie, he's a corpse. Hey, don't forget.
A powerful blow.
But you know, I shouldn't even think about it. It shouldn't matter because the Bounty Hunter is just gonna get the kill anyway. Because Javi's apparently the best damn Bounty Hunter I've ever had. Every Thrall hit so far has been a KO. Have to send this video to him and go like, "You are a good Bounty Hunter." And honestly, this is not a bad position for the Vestal to be in, because we need that Vestal to do some heals. And Milk Jug. Every heal has been like on point so far. This party can get the job done.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Great is the Dan's weapon that cuts on its own. You know what? Go for the stun. Stress isn't even that bad. No one needs a heal. Good stuff. Everyone go back to your positions. Don't interact with the money bag. If the Bounty Hunter interacts with the money bag, it's not that bad.
Of the light?
Ideally, we would like him to wait, but if he doesn't, stack what you can and then move on. Now this is more interesting. Him being in the middle in the third slot makes him harder to hit, but we're gonna crit him anyways, because why not? And you know, it doesn't really matter what you do, because, you know, you're just gonna crit on the Bounty Hunter shot. Yeah. You know, I shouldn't even focus down the thralls at all. You know, just let Javi do it. Because he's the best goddamn bounty hunter I've ever seen. Barnacle barrier. Barnacle man, barnacle man. Guards whatever barnacles he can. 20 stress. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress. So if we harvest, it's going to hit the front line and the back line. It's gonna have 150, it's gonna have a 70% chance of applying on him, 80% chance of applying on him. It's not that bad. I think I'm actually just gonna go for the single target hit on him. Does the bounty hunter have kleptomania? Plutomania. So he might interact with the curio, but he's not gonna take the money from it. Which is why it's not that bad. Do you come? Thank you for the cheer. As long as you're enjoying it, I will keep doing it. Yeah, other than stress, we haven't gotten hit by much on this mission. We got hit a couple of times on the bounty hunter, but that was cured really quickly. Want to go for another stun?
Masterfully executed.
It's so good! And it was a crit too, so now the Vestal's stress was like 24, and then it got down to like 14, and now it's down to 0. I don't know why we're critting so much. Do we have like plus crit chance? No. I mean, I understand. Plus 5%, plus 8%. It's fantastic. Okay, you go first. Octocestus, oh no. Didn't even get bled. And now we do have to kind of focus on dirk stabbing this guy. Oh, you know what? We could have dirk stabbed the fish, because dirk stab does penetrate guard, bypass guard. I have to remember to use that ability at some point. It's a good ability. I need to use it more often. And I don't think that this guy counts for stalling, by the way, because he's so tanky. I think the game kind of knows, hey, it might take you a while to kill this guy, so we're not gonna.
Sedated.
No, it does do stalling, anti-stalling. But this guy's tanky. Sometimes it just takes a while to kill him.
A singular
I hate it.
strike.
I'll go for the attack. We already have plus dodge on everyone. Don't tell me I gotta kill him quicker. Thank you, Bounty Hunter. I'm doing it as fast as I can. We have 4 stress. I love it.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates
A dizzy. I like that that's just the game's way of saying, hey, you did good. Next combat, though, you might get effed. Ooh, people get bled. There's you in the back. We're also really bad at, again, targeting backline, pulling people forward. Against third position, we're actually pretty good. And we can knock someone back, but if we knock them back, they're just gonna stumbling scratch forward, so you know what? Let's go for the damage. You are dead. You are stunned. Stalling goes into effect if you don't use a pure attack move during your turns. I think it's dependent. Like, I don't think it's as cut and dry as that, but admittedly I haven't looked up the stalling mechanics. I'm just kind of trying to remember from when they were kind of like first introduced. They've probably gone through a lot of changes, actually. You are not dead. It's like, what's a pure attack move? Judgment? I mean, it's a self-heal. Hand of Light? Well, I mean, what if that's the only thing that you can do in that particular spot? What if you have to move into your attacking slot? Nervous Stab? I mean, that's a good way of doing a stall, because Nervous Stab is garbage. I should look up what the stalling mechanics are at some point, probably. Minus 15 stress. Wait, why did you recover so much extra stress? I don't understand. You have like better stress? I don't know. That was weird. Let's go for a stun. Because if the bounty hunter moves first, we could do the finish him, but he didn't. Oh my god. Kind of wanted to go for a heal, but that's, you know, that's okay too. And you know what? I think we are just going to finish the mission and then camp and backtrack. Like, at this point, why not? Everything is going just fine.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Yeah. Take the stack of food. And now we have extra inventory space. Now we have even more inventory space. Hell yeah. Honestly, though, not a lot of money.
Haul, if you value such things.
If you value such things. Critical scouting success? No. No reason to go to the last room, but there is a reason to go over here. One last remaining fishman curio. Oh my lord!
Measure. Awarded to the
Almost
brave
beyond
and the
measure.
foolhardy alike.
So one more combat. We'll camp, backtrack. We have a couple of chests to open. That should be enough loot that we'll be happy. Okay. Go to the last room for scouting. We don't need to. We already got our scouting success. I'm pretty sure that how it works is the 2-room scout is a critical success, and if there was a secret room, it would be uncovered. So we don't need to go to the last room because we've already done the critical success in this area. I believe that's how it works. Could be wrong. But from my understanding, we don't need to worry about it. You know what? That's never gonna kill. But, you know what? Just smash. Smash. Just smash that dodge. Go for the stun. Killed one, wounded another, half health, stunned. Not too bad. And 1 blood is enough for this mission. We have to kind of remember that too. That 1 blood is enough to sustain 1 unit for 1 mission. Might not be enough to completely sustain them for a super long mission, but in our case it was enough. Dude, that's too much damage. They have a hell of a range on them. 6 to 13. Good lord. I think I'm actually gonna go for the stun. It is a 100% chance of landing. It's a little damage, and then we can finish him on the next turn if we go first. And as far as you're gonna do a heal. Because the guy at the back, he's just gonna do spearfishing. He's gonna hit our back line. It's not gonna matter, I don't think. And hey, that's a good bleed to put on him while he's stunned. Bum 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 bum. I don't know, go for another stun? Okay, fair enough. As expected, he did spearfishing, which I want because I want to spread out the damage a little bit. Now there's only 1 remaining. Can't punch him, at least not with the bounty hunter, but we could try to go for another stun. We could also go for a heal, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna matter too much. We're in a good spot. Maybe go for a little bit of stress relief. It's the only move we can do. And if we get a heal, we get a heal. If we don't, we don't. Either way, it's okay. And you know what? 0 stress. We have 1 stress. Dude, having a jester is so nice.
And purpose.
Having a jester along for a mission in order to just reduce stress just means we have even more space for profit. Like, what do I care about camping?
That overconfidence is a
I'm gonna
slow
dump the
and
log.
insidious killer.
Like, we have no reason to camp. Dump it. Take those. Start our backtracking. We don't even care about that curio. It, wait, what is the curio? I forget. It's good, whatever it is. Alright, -1 stress. Fantastic. I forgot exactly what it did, but it didn't matter. And we're done with the mission. We're just gonna do a little bit of backtracking. Maybe we hope that we get a little bit of combat. You never know. I mean, in case we starve, we have the food. We're just gonna backtrack and open up these curios and chests and try to get as much as we can. Much money. Use a key. Dump the shovels, the bandage, the medicinal herbs. Take it all. And hopefully the antiquarian interacts with the sacks, but if the bounty hunter does, that's okay. He didn't.
Laden with loot.
Even better.
Are often low on supplies.
We could do another combat. We could fight some bloodsuckers. We're actually, I think we're in a good enough spot that we can do it. It's gonna be a little bit of extra money, I hope. And if there's stress, we'll just recover it with the jester. And if we get the Crimson Curse, well, we're gonna do the, you know, the boss mission at some point. It's kind of a lot of stress on these enemies, or they give a lot of stress, but we can handle it.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Like, I don't think we're gonna die. Raging Slight, don't pull. Don't pull! Ah, you're gonna get pulled. You didn't get pulled! It's fantastic. I could kill the light when they die and fill it up again. I don't think we need to worry about that. Theoretically I could, but I mean, we already have, like, basically a full inventory. And we need to, I'm just gonna let it ride. We'll let it ride. We'll get what we get. Dude, the stress is getting out of control, I will admit. Alright, you're dead. Only need to deal with the bloodsucker up front, because he's the stress giver, and then we'll just focus on stress recovery. Even if we leave with a little bit of stress, as long as we get more money out of this combat, I'm happy. That's what I want, money. Money, 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 money! And the Jester is really good at stress recovery. Oh! Speaking of stress recovery, and someone who's really good at it, gather the blood. This guy can give us the Crimson Curse. We need to be a little bit careful with him, but again, it doesn't really matter too much. Oh no, someone else has a Crimson Curse! We're gonna have to start taking along these stacks of 47 blood, or however much we have. Again, screw the bank, screw the puppet theater, I think. But I will always build that sanguine Winters. So I don't have to worry about the frickin' amount of blood that we have on a mission. You get it. You've been so good to me, you get the stress heal. Do we go first? I hope so. Okay, fantastic. Everyone has basically the same amount of stress. We did get a little bit of gold out of it.
Momentum. Push on to the task's end.
We don't need this. We already have like 7 invitations. So skip it. do the last couple of curios. We're just gonna go all the way back to this chest. Then we'll douse the torch, then we'll open it, and see what we get. By the way, so I looked up the rules for the Shambler spawning, and the Shambler doesn't replace every tile, which is what someone in Twitch chat told me. The Shambler replaces combat encounters that you'll find. If you have 0 light and you're in a hallway, and there's a combat encounter in the hallway, there's a 1%, 3%, 8% apprentice, veteran, champion probability of the Shambler replacing one of those combat encounters. So, it doesn't really do anything to have low torch going through a hallway that has nothing in it. No. Just something to keep in mind. That now I know the truth, the correct answer, I believe, you know, because I looked it up on the Darkest Dungeon wiki. And now you guys know as well, as long as that is, again, the correct information. Raging Slight, you're probably gonna get pulled this time. It's only a pull of 2. It's not bad. I thought it was a lot worse than that. So I'm not taking the invitations, but I'm still, oh my god, 61 stress in like an instant. You know what? Just force guard on, I don't know, force guard on, you know what? No one. Go for the hit. We're gonna have to spend a lot of time here worrying about stress, which is super unfortunate. Oh, that's such a good crit. I wish I didn't have to spend a turn on him. 80, 85, 80. Yeah, we're gonna have to spend like 4 turns doing stress healing now, but I think it's still fine. It's just gonna be annoying. Resisted getting the Crimson Curse. I love it. Again, I'm just doing this for money. We can delay. You get punched. You resisted the stun? That's horrible. And you dodged. Okay, well, that frickin' mosquito is gonna live. Maybe it's a good thing that he lives, because we can start doing more stress relief, but I was wanting to keep him alive for a little bit longer, but there we go. I mean, our stun, our first stun, our punch had a 95% chance of landing, I think. No, he has a 60% stun resist. It had a 75% chance of landing. That's not as good. It's okay, don't worry about it. Easy now. Easy now. You'll get your stress relief in no time. Stun's coming off. Let's go for a kill. And another crit. And then we'll just keep punching this bug around, hopefully comboing stuns, I guess. Although if he thirsts, he'll live for longer. Bombing run, let's just bleed. Who cares? Go ahead, bleed him. I don't even have any bandages left, I got rid of them. 28 stress. I'd like to delay for one more turn, but we should probably just go for the KO. A little bit of stress on the Antiquarian is fine. Would prefer to have less, but getting crit there kinda sucked.
But a victory nonetheless.
A little bit of gold though. Got a decent amount of gold. And now?
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but
the last chest has a bunch of stuff. Eat up. Pretty decent mission. enough antiques that I'm happy. Only 1.5 stacks of gold kind of sucks. We did get rid of a few stacks of gold, but we didn't get much gold. We got a lot of gems on this mission. Lots of emeralds and a couple of rubies. 24 crests is nice. A couple of people will now be at level 5. The Vestal can go on one more mission, and you didn't level up either? I don't know if that's good or bad. On guard. It's really nice. Either way, not a bad mission. Got some money.
The frothing waters subside. The advantage is ours.
Removed rabies, tapeworm, kleptomaniac. We reinforced hard-skinned. Cheese Baron has now returned from their vision quest. And we get more XP on the next Cove mission. Is no quest, or is no boss fight yet on the Cove. We will have to do one more mission in the Cove to get that ready. Let's get rid of these people. Let's see what mission we're gonna do next. Probably, wait, there's no long mission? That kind of sucks. You know what we could do? Go back to the courtyard. We have 6 invitations, oh my god. And we have a lot of people ready to go. What would we take to the courtyard? We would take the same party composition that has worked out for us time and time and time again. What is that? Wow, this is really bad, actually. Found Hades, you need some relief. You have some nasty modifiers there. We would want to take an occultist second position, a leper first position. In the back line, you want a healer. Actually, we wouldn't need it specifically another healer because we do have the occultist. A jester. And was it a healer in the back line? It might have been just like another healer. While the occultist focuses entirely on things like Hands from the Abyss, Demon's Pull. You know, we give them the vial and the cauldron. All of a sudden, that stun goes from 140 to 190. 190% stun chance. And the debuff from Vulnerability Hex or Weakening Curse can apply... Let's go Vulnerability Curse. 130, that's gonna be 180. No, 190, again. 190% chance of a debuff. You know, if we go up against the Crocodile, it's gonna be Hands from the Abyss constantly, and then on our off turns, Weakening Curse. That's really freaking good. And it worked so well last time. Having a healer, having a jester, having the leper. I think that's what you want. So it's probably what we're gonna do at some point. I don't know if it's gonna be the next mission though. Let's look. Vestal only. Minus 10 stress, minus 10% stress, plus 33% healing skills, minus stun chance, minus damage. But if you are just using the Vestal for healing, that's a good trinket. Because we do have one that is plus 25% plus 10% stress. This one reduces stress. We're probably going to want to go for that, honestly. It is a gathering mission. No, it's an activation mission. So we don't have to keep with the thing in our inventory. Maybe we'll go to the Warrens. If we go to the Warrens, we can take the Houndmaster, who's good against beasts, and the bleeding works well. Is blighting good in the... I think blighting is good in the Warrens, so maybe we could also take like a Plague Doctor in the back line. Or the Abomination. An Abomination could be fun. Frontline, maybe like a Flagellant. I like the status effect party in the Warrens, and if we're gonna do this, maybe we would just want to have like a standard old healer. Although the Flagellant is pretty good with Reclaim. I'm learning how to use this ability. It doesn't say the bleed chance, but on level 5, it's 20, 30, 40, 50, 160% chance of applying the bleed. So we would need to get his bleed up to 160. Even though we don't have the good Ancestral Relic for that, we can get it nearly to 160. with the Ethereal Crucifix, which is not very good on this mission because there are no Eldritch enemies. And I think there was, yeah, Bleed Amulet, which, I mean, it's nice to have. It works for him. There you go, 175. We could dump this to give him 145% bleed resist, which is still pretty good. And then he'd actually have more max HP, which might be what we want to do. But you know what? He's more likely to bleed, and he's less likely to bleed himself using Reclaim. So we might not need another healer, especially considering that the Abomination and the Houndmaster all have personal healing abilities that we can use if we need to. If we need to delay, Blackjack. Manacles. You know, get those stuns out, focus on stress heals, focus on heals, should be fine. Okay, and then maybe for, like, the last unit, we'll take along a Arbalist just to get them leveled up. Could also take a Hellion, and the Hellion would be really good for frontline stunning, for delaying. Oh my god, you're a kleptomaniac? Okay, you know what? In that case, since you're a kleptomaniac, we're gonna do it like this. Frontline, Hellion, then Flagellant, Abomination, Houndmaster, and everyone here has a personal heal, and the Flagellant can do healing with Reclaim and Redeem. We'll give it a shot. Until then, actually, you know what? Why not? Since we have a little bit of time, we'll at least do upgrading on these people, okay? Instead of just ending the episode right there. 8,000 gold. Just don't die, please. It's fully upgraded. I can't make it any cheaper. The maximum level is 50% cost reduction. It's normally 8 grand? That is expensive, good God. Iron Swan. Barbaric Yop. Punish, we probably want upgraded. We just want everything upgraded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10,500 gold. But you know what? I only have one Abomination. I don't really want anything to happen to you, so. Dude, we have no money. We're gonna need to go. We don't need to go on another money run. We just need this run to be successful. That's what we need. So we'll do this, and do we need to reduce protection on enemies? Probably not. The bleed should be good enough. Take Hound's Harry. Could also take Guard Dog. I don't really use Guard Dog that often. I don't know. Would we need to guard increasing his own dodge? It's getting unsustainable to keep these people upgraded. Yes and no, because we are eventually going to get everyone upgraded, and then we're not going to have to spend any more money, ideally. So let's think about what we want. I think because we are not running a dedicated healer, we probably want Adrenaline Rush in order to keep you cured, and in case you need the heal, you get the heal. So you know what? Upgrade it. Now, don't upgrade it, but we will swap it out. We'll swap out, if it bleeds, for Adrenaline Rush. No third position hitting, but Iron Swanning the back line, and then letting everyone else at the third position is fine. We want Reign of Sorrows, we want Punish, we want Reclaim, we want Redeem. Exsanguinate would be great to have, but you can always just heal someone else instead of do damage. Whatever. You always have all your skills. We want Hound's Rush. So low on the bleed. This does more bleed? That's so weird. We want Hound's Rush. Stress Heal. Probably Guard Dog, Lick Wounds. He's there for damage and for just being like a support class, I guess. I mean, I guess if we're doing that, upgrade that a little bit for the self-heal. And that should be good enough. I think we can get it done. I'm not going to spend the money upgrading the other abilities, because we do need to spend, you know, money provisioning for the mission, but everyone should be fine. The loadout should suffice for the Warrens. And we'll just try to get as much money as possible. And someone was asking, we're in week 51. I think that's probably in line with where we should be. Oh, you know what? Dude, we need to remove negative quirks. Okay, if we need to remove negative quirks, here's what we're gonna do. Get rid of heavy boots. I never take it. We don't need 2 musketeer hats. We don't need 2 tough rings. Although it would be nice to keep one of them, I think. And honestly, that's enough gold that I'm happy. But maybe we'll also get rid of, like, the Fleet Florin. Because I don't really care about it. I'm never gonna do low light. And Unholy Slayer's Ring is kind of bad. I don't like things that are targeted damage upgrades, so we're never gonna use this on a mission. And we're never gonna use this either. Okay, so that's a little bit of money, and now we can remove a couple of negative quirks. Like, for instance, hey, you're freaking kleptomaniac. Get that out of here. And you, I mean, I actually don't want to get rid of these because they're expensive, but theoretically we could do it because they are both affected by the Crimson Curse. That's good enough for now. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch if you want to go live, support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next mission in the Darkest Dungeon.